Another important thing that we have to help combat moisture is actually dehumidifiers. We have one that runs off of USB power, so it has very little draw, and so that can be run off of our solar panels. But we don't always have, especially in the winter, have the solar recovery to run a dehumidifier. And so we have these. These are mini dehumidifiers that you can hang up. They're designed for boats, closets, small spaces. So we have 3 of them. One in the very front of the bus, where the most moisture actually collects, one in the very back of the bus, and then one by the bathroom, because that's where we shower. And what will happen is if you can see here, it's actually starting to turn green. It's orange when it is dry, and it will collect moisture. And then, once all of these beads are green, we plug this in, so it does work off of a 120 20 volts. So we do have to use our inverter when we do plug it in, or I go to the library or a cafe and I'll actually plug these in there while we're there. Takes about 6 hours to fully go back to orange, and these will last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks depending on how humid it is. It tends to collect much faster in the summertime, which is perfect for us because that's when we have the most solar recovery, and it's no problem to leave these plugged in to go back to the orange. These we found recently, and this has been a huge helper in keeping moisture out of the bus. Last and most certainly not least is the type of heat that we have in the bus and in your mobile dwelling will affect the condensation and the moisture you have within. We personally choose to have not only the wood stove, but a diesel heater. Diesel heaters, when they run a very dry heat, and so they are not producing any extra moisture. They're actually helping to take the moisture out of the air. When you use heat like propane, that actually creates a wet heat. And so a lot of people who have RVs will have propane run heating units because they also use propane for refrigerators, which ours is not. Ours is a DC powered low voltage refrigerator that runs off of solar. These things we all did to help keep the moisture down and the energy usage low. No matter whatever you choose to do, it works. These things are what work for us. Others have different solutions. I'd love to hear ideas of what you do to keep moisture out of your vehicle.